Doctor Strange, it's just going to be weird. I know it's
Yeah.
going to be one of those movies. It's going to be just weird and trippy. And I can't wait for that because I love those kind of movies. And so I can't wait for that. But then, yeah, I mean, Thor, I think it's going to be really good having, I think like Gore the God Butcher's in it. So like they kind of teased that a little bit in the trailer. They didn't show him, but they kind of teased it. So
what's going on, guys? This is Brian Jones from PopCulture.com. And joining me today is NASCAR driver Ryan Blaney. Ryan, thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. So I wanted to start off with this first. Right now, you're off to a good start to the NASCAR Cup Series season. You're in second place in the standings behind Chase Elliott. So what's been the biggest key for you when it comes to this strong start?
Yeah, it's been a pretty decent, start to the year for us. And, that's really, really good because, starting with a new crew chief this year, that's been nice to get started off, on a good foot. On the right foot, I guess, and learning this new car. It's huge changes, the biggest changes we've ever had in the sport, and it's nice that we've had speed. It's a shame that we haven't won a race yet, even though I feel like we've been in contention for a couple and just haven't been able to close them out. But I think it's been a good start to the year. It's just a matter of continuing to learn and learning faster than other teams. That's the tough part of it. But I've been proud of the effort so far. Just got to keep on going.
Yeah, you mentioned you have yet to win a race, but in these last 3 races, you finished in the top 10 or the top 5. Do you feel like as you continue to improve, that first win of the season will come sooner than later?
You hope so. I think the best thing you can do is, every week you sit back and say, okay, what did we do good this weekend? Where are the spots we need to improve on? And how do we, fix those spots? And, that's the biggest thing is just trying to prepare yourself and your team to the best of their abilities every single week. And, continuing to run up front, leading laps, winning stages, finishing top 5. If you continue to do that and your car has that speed, I think it's going to eventually happen for you, right? It just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Like you have to have speed first, and then all those other things kind of come. That speed is one of the hardest things to find. And if you have it, then you can kind of fine tune the other details about, trying to get into victory lane.
Last week, you guys competed in the dirt track race in Bristol, Tennessee, and that's something that is very unique to NASCAR. So, and you finished 5th place in that event. Is the dirt track something that you like competing in?
I had a lot of fun this year. I thought they did a great job, NASCAR in the track of improving the race from last year. Last year, honestly, I didn't think it was that good of a race. I thought, the track was really dusty, hard to see. It was kind of one lane. And so going into, this race this year, we did a good job of everybody sitting down and, okay, it needs to be a night race. We need to prep the track a little bit differently so it gets wider. And I think we did all that. So, you notice that halfway through that race, the track was really wide. There was a lot of great racing going on. There was really no dust. So they did a great job of improving the things they needed to improve. And it obviously put on a heck of a finish, a really exciting finish for people to watch. But I had a ball, and I look forward to going back there next year. I saw that they announced it's coming back, so that'd be even better.
Yeah, that sounds good. And this upcoming weekend, you guys will compete in the Geico 500 at Talladega Super Speedway, obviously one of the more famous racetracks in the country. What challenges does Talladega bring other than it being just a larger speedway, and the fact that you guys are competing in the next gen cars? That has to be something that's going to make things kind of interesting.
Yeah. We don't have any practice this weekend. Yeah. So we'll just, you have to really focus on, Daytona. Really, Atlanta, we had the speedway package, but it's a pretty different race, I feel like. But going to Talladega, I feel like it's always more aggressive than Daytona. It's wider. There's a little bit, feels like the corners are longer, so you can kind of run 3 wide a little bit more. Your car just handles better at Talladega than Daytona. So you'll see a lot more aggression on the pushing side of it, on guys kind of forcing 3 wide. That's just kind of is normal to there at that track. So I'm excited to get going. I love going down to Talladega every single year, and it's been a pretty good track and good fortune for us. Hopefully that continues, but this should be a really unique one. You just it's one of those things where you'll sit back and look at Daytona. I sit down with my spotter a lot, look at Daytona and say, okay, what are some situations we got put in to where we didn't do a good job and we kind of got put in bad spots, or what did we do well that we can kind of work to try to do again to help you out. So those are the big things that we try to do and try to just kind of prep work going back to a speedway.
So far this season, you guys have competed in super speedways, road courses, dirt tracks. Are there, when you're looking towards to the rest of the season, are there any other racetracks that you're looking forward to competing in?
The next one. I look forward to going anywhere.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's tracks maybe that are, you know, you like more than others, but I like going every single racetrack. I mean, everyone has its own challenges. You know, it's really unique. I'll tell you a place that's going to be really fun to go to that's new to the Cup Series this year is Gateway. We're going to Gateway this year, St. Louis. So that should be really cool. I raced there in a truck in 2014. And that's an awesome racetrack. The fans there really love their racing. So that's a cool place I'm looking forward to going to, you know, in the Cup Series for the first time.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. And just switching subjects a little bit before I let you go. The last time we talked was in December, and it was right before you were heading to the Spider-Man No Way Home premiere. I know you're a big Marvel fan. I want to ask you this: are you watching the series Moonlight? And if so, what are your thoughts on it?
I am watching Moon Knight. I think it's really good. You know, I think that it's honestly, I didn't know much about Moon Knight before it came out. I don't really know if anybody did. You have to be a big comic fan, right? But I think it's a cool storyline. And I think we're learning a lot more. It's one of those shows, you know, it's on Disney. They do a good job of kind of progression of the character and kind of showing you in, and all those things always open up, you know, into their movies or different shows. And, you know, they time it out so good to where, you know, like, oh, it's just a coincidence. Moon Knight is coming out right before Multiverse of Madness, you know, like it'll be done. The season will be done right before that's coming out. So they always play things in, but I do like Moon Knight. I think it's been really good. And I'm a big fan of, you know, the cast in it too. I think they do a good job.
Absolutely. You mentioned Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Are you looking forward to seeing that movie more, or Thor: Love and Thunder, which comes out in July?
Yeah, I saw the first kind of teaser trailer for Thor. It was like a couple of days ago, and it didn't show us much,
right?
But it did a good job of kind of teasing you a little bit. That's but man, Doctor Strange, it's just going to be weird. I know it's going to be one of those movies that's going to be just weird and trippy, and I can't wait for that because I love those kind of movies. And so I can't wait for that. But then, yeah, I mean, Thor, I think it's going to be really good having, I think, like Gore the God Butcher's in it. So like they kind of teased that a little bit in the trailer. They didn't show him, but they kind of teased it. So I don't know. Multiverse of Madness, just because all the trailers that have come out get you hyped up because you're like, oh my gosh, all these people are in it. And what are the thoughts of, you know, that movie? Will it open up maybe like the X-Men universe or like Fantastic Four? I think there's going to be a lot of things that they can bring in new characters just because of what that movie is and the multiverse stuff. That is going to be cool. Just finding out, oh my gosh, there's going to be so many other options of movies and characters. It's going to be cool.
Absolutely. No doubt about that. And last question for me before I let you go. Last time we talked, you mentioned how you would like to be overdrive in the MCU because you voiced that character a while back. But as the MCU continues to grow with the series on Disney Plus and with the continued movies, are there any other characters that you would like to portray in the universe if it ever comes up?
Oh man, yeah, I completely forgot I did the overdrive thing. That was a long time ago.
Right.
Gosh, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, maybe a live action version of Overdrive would be good. Maybe I can, you know, reprise my role. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's so many options with that stuff now, and you never know. Maybe if I get asked, I'd love to jump on the opportunity. My filming schedule is strictly in the wintertime, which is unfortunate, but you never know. Maybe a live action Overdrive is coming to Disney soon.
That would be pretty awesome. Well, Ryan, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Good luck to you on Sunday. Good luck to you the rest of the season. And guys, Thank you so much for joining us. And for more on Ryan and all your favorite sports stars, be sure to keep it locked right here on popculture.com.